I'm going to piss some people off with this one.
That's okay. Go ahead. This is what we're here for.
If you don't race at all throughout the year, at all, all you do is go ride practice tracks.
Yep.
And think that you're going to be able to switch race mode on and go qualify for an outdoor national at Redbud, you're fucking high. You're high. Martin doesn't get you ready. Martin is a great track.
Martin's fucking awesome.
Martin is fucking awesome. Paul does an amazing job. It's rutted out, but there's no gate drop. There's no competition aspect.
No.
You're not ready to go out and qualify for an outdoor national.
You might qualify.
Nah.
Because there's no gate drop and all you got to do is put a heater in.
Nah. That's why
so you might qualify.
But you see these same guys that do stuff like that go there and be 46 seconds off the pace.
Oh, yeah.
Per lap.
That's one of those things I think it needs. There are certain local pros, and I'm sure you know who they are, that I'm just like, why are you on the entry list?
I mean, I'll be honest. I've said this, and I use, and I love Jerry to death. I use Jerry Lorenz as a benchmark for people.
Okay.
Because Jerry's in his 30s now, but
Yep.
he still rips.
Yep.
He still qualified I think, last year.
Yep.
Still racing Canadian Nationals. If you cannot come to a local race and beat Jerry, don't bother.
And I'm sure we both have some names that we
Because I love Jerry. I love Jerry to
there.
death. Jerry's an amazing rider, and he's at this point in his career, he's a 30 to 40,
Yep.
35th, whatever, which is still amazing. You're one of the 40 fastest dudes in the country, at the world at that point.
Yep.
If you can't beat him, why are you there?
I don't know, man.
I have seen guys try to qualify for outdoor nationals that can't beat Cole Uggetti at a local race.
And we were trying to get Cole to get his pro license a few
Dude,
years
I
ago.
love Cole to death, but like one of his first A races at Dutch, like there's guys that were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get my pro card." You just got beat by Cole in a 5-lap race. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's realistic. And it's I
understand.
liken that to the same. These are the kids that were brought up by the 50 parents who told them they were going to be a pro their whole life.
Yep.
People are going to hate me, but it is what it is. Like,
I mean, it's fine. We all know them.
it
We
is
all
what it
know
is.
all the people that
it is
have their
what it
pro
is.
cards
Like-
around here that are, it's
And
like...
is it a cool thing to get your pro card? Absolutely. But in the same time, this pro-am scene that there is now, all you have to do is garner enough points. So if you go to the right pro-ams and the right amount of
where
people
there
are there,
isn't 150 fucking entries.
yeah, and you get your points. Next thing you know, next thing I talked to a guy before that has his pro card, and he only got it because he wanted to try to qualify at Loretta's, and he's at Redbud, and he's super realistic about it. He's like, I know I'm not going to qualify. He goes, I got lucky. I went to 3 pro-ams and was able to get my points in 3.
That's insane.
Just so I could try to qualify at Redbud and Millville. And he's like, I'm never going to do it again. It was just cool to say I got my pro card and I'm going to try it.
Well, at least he's realistic about it.
Yeah.
Because there are some of them that are not.
Yeah, and the money you put into it.
It's insane.
The money you put into getting your pro card. The money you put into just trying to race one pro national. The fact that our athletes have to pay to enter a race at the professional level.
Don't get me started on stuff, man.
It's true, though.
I understand. It's like
Why aren't football players paying to play their games on Sunday?
It's like that Moneyball movie. Have you know that where he's trying to
Yeah.
get the Coke out of the machine and the guy's like, it's $1.50. He's like, what? You mean we gotta pay here?
Exactly.
Like, dude, those pro athletes, you drop them in a pro motocross race. You're like, hey, by the way, it's $400 to get in. What?
Yeah.
We are the entertainment. Are you not entertained? Like, I don't get it. Oh man, dude, yeah, it's
they're making money on both sides.
Don't get me started on that, because that's just a whole nother bag of worms. I mean, and we can go down this path too. So we talk about how easy it is to get a pro card or whatever.
I mean, not necessarily easy, but it's a lot. Yeah,
it's accessible. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Then you go to Supercross, and what's the path? Can you tell me the path? You're in the AMA basically.
I mean,
what's the path? What do I got to do to get my pro card
it used
for
to be,
Supercross?
It used to be Arena Cross, and I mean, I think, isn't it now? Once you have your pro card, you have your pro card. I mean, I think for outdoor,
well, not exactly.
Yeah.
So part of it is that you're supposed to do the what's it called? Futures.
Yeah.
How do you get into a futures race?
Well, you have to be invited.
You have to
Right?
be invited.
Yeah.
How do you get invited?
By being a big
Factory rider already?
Yeah, by being a big ass kissing amateur.
a factory rider already.
Yeah.
Or from a foreign country where the factories are interested in you.
Well, yeah. So like you said, there's no path.
There isn't. It's like worse than trying
but at the same time,
to navigate a GNCC.
But at the same time, how are these 35 guys who are never ever going to make the show at these California races? But they're all there qualifying. Where they get their Supercross card from?
That's a great question.
Because they just have their pro card.
The problem is that there isn't a clear path, and I've been beating this drum for a few years now. Of like, can we just get a clear path? Number one, can we set up a development series like Feld? You have this gigantic facility in Florida.
Pingree's talked about that before, like a 125 series, like something to and like
that isn't not in the stadiums.
No.
I'm talking like Feld. Well, dude, have you ever heard about Feld's place in Florida? Their actual corporate headquarters place where they have all the Monster Jam shit.
Yeah.
Why don't you have a Supercross track there where you can run a 5-race series for guys to qualify
that's
into.
a whole nother box, a whole other bag of worms there. I mean, Feld owns all the monster trucks.
I understand. Well, yeah, that's yes. I mean, I understand that too.
When are we going to get to the point where they own all the race teams too?
Well, that's a bad deal. I literally the other night was watching this YouTube video about NASCAR and all the trouble it's in with their franchising method and stuff, and like their TV deal and all this shit. And I went, oh boy, okay, I gotta turn this off because I'm gonna start getting on here and ranting because the crossover is incredible, and watching how those guys and the problems they're having and how the team